everyone comes home.
That's correspondent Deborah Pata. The Bivas family released a statement yesterday asking Israelis to wait for forensic identification of those remains before eulogizing their loved one.
All right, let's ride. Checking out the daily news today.
Traffic and transit. Thursday morning, we get you back out to Andre Ferro.
And more trouble in Queens. This time
You're going to get some glare. Checking out, making sure that the stop sign doesn't get pulled out. I'm still going to be careful.
to the Kosciuszko, there's a stall just west of Queens Boulevard, and then you have more action on the Kosciuszko heading towards the Williamsburg Bridge, and those delays are kicking in now, and that's causing slowdowns on the westbound LIE approaching Maurice Avenue. We already have slowdowns on the westbound LIE right around Woodhaven Boulevard going back to Queens College and Main Street. Now, if you're traveling on the westbound Jackie Robinson Parkway, bumper-to-bumper action because of a stall before you get to Woodhaven Boulevard. Those delays go back to the Kew Gardens interchange. Heavy stuff on the ride in Brooklyn, basically between the Prospect and Vanderbilt Avenue round trip because of an eastbound stall, but you have the extra volume in front of the Brooklyn Bridge anyway. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. 20 minutes inbound at the GWB, about 15 inbound at the Lincoln and Allen. Mostly it's the approaches that are slow, like eastbound 495 passing Tunnel Avenue and the Pulaski Skyway, and 139 eastbound through Jersey City. Also the Newark Bay Extension picking up some extra volume. In a jam, call the Barnes Firm 1010 Wins traffic tip line. Andre Ferro, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
I'm attorney Rich Barnes. If you've been in a car crash...
Well, we're back with another time capsule for future generations can come back 10, 20 years from now and look at this video. They don't have to dig into a brick building to take out this time capsule to see what was going on this day, February 20, 2025. Oh, got commercial music. We're in Patterson, New Jersey.
Rihanna's also got a birthday today. Kurt Cobain.
Want to thank everybody for joining me in this episode of Daily Time Capsule. Trying not to keep that song on. Don't want to get a copyright strike.
We got some weather coming in, but it's not going to be that bad, right, Joe?
No, it's not. It looks like it'll be confined to the mid to late afternoon and early evening hours, so not a big window when there can be some snow. And ahead of it, we've got some sunshine for a few hours this morning before the clouds gather. The breeze starts to pick up this afternoon. We'll get to about 30. Again, a bit of snow and flurry activity during the mid to late afternoon or early evening hours. By 8, 9 o'clock, I think most of it's moving out of the area pretty quickly. Just watch for slick spots for the evening commute. Dusting to at most an inch across the area. Believe the dusting much more likely across the area. Later tonight, it begins to clear down to 22. A blustery day tomorrow, but with sunshine, our high 35. More sun than clouds Saturday, we get up to 40. And for Sunday, some sunshine, up to 45 degrees. Partly sunny now and 18 in Central Park. We're going up to 30 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
For a limited time at 7-Eleven.
Also, for future reference, if you're watching this video and it's 2040 or 2050 or 2035, we were supposed to get a snowstorm today that was broadcast, that was going to come out, that was going to snow really, really bad. But the storm, I can't even talk right now, I'm frozen. But the storm just stayed like outside, out the ocean. It stayed up. I can't even think, I need my coffee. So anyway, the snow track stayed in over the sea. They didn't come on shore to us.
Airlines passenger jet and an Army Black Hawk helicopter in Washington, D.C.
That's Linda Kenyon reporting. Overall, Americans think traveling by plane is as safe as walking or taking a car. The poll shows only about half of adults in the U.S. think subways or metro rail systems are safe. All right, back to that whole asteroid hitting the Earth thing. Well, the folks at NASA keep flip-flopping on the odds of the YR4. That's what they call it, smacking into our planet. The probability was up to 3%, the highest ever for a possible asteroid strike. Now NASA's analysis has lowered it back to 1.5. Well, that's good. Franklin Institute's chief astronomer Derek Pitts tells us scientists are paying close attention.
Well, of course, the idea that it could possibly hit Earth is always the one that is most interesting to us, so that if we need to do something about it, we can. But in this particular instance, right now, it doesn't look like it.
Phew, doesn't look like it. So why don't we rephrase and say there's a 98.5% chance it doesn't smack into our planet. Experts say the chunk would come in hot at around 38,000 miles per hour. YR4, by the way, is as wide, they say, as the Statue of Liberty is tall. Let's talk about the Florida man who led police on a high-speed chase right onto the Kennedy Space Center property. Happened Monday night. Police in Brevard County, they saw a car flying by at 100 miles per hour. Sheriffs tried to pull the car over, but the driver, Tapperee Shelton, went even faster, weaving in and out of traffic. Cops brought out the helicopter, more officers on the chase. Shelton went right into the Kennedy Space Center, but sheriffs had already deployed those stop sticks, which popped the tires. Shelton had cocaine on the front seat. He was busted and taken away. Maybe just thought he was late for a little space flight, you know what I mean?
I didn't want to put any commercial music on.
Well, big news from a legendary movie. It's a one-night-only event, as a certain cult film is back in the theaters for just one night. I'll give you a hint. The title is a color and a precipitation. There you go. 1010 Wins Entertainment's next.
In a world filled with financial information, citizens can help you make sense of it. So whether you're listening to that new financial podcast that's hotter than your morning coffee,
Yeah, I really should stop narrating until I had my cup of coffee.
or getting tips from a coworker that actually sound kind of interesting.
Yeah, we were supposed to have a big snowstorm today or tomorrow, but none of that is going to happen now.
Flash made ready.
As we go up Broadway, going past Eastside Park there to the right. If you're a part of the Pride in Patterson channel, you may have seen my video that I featured a few days ago. The Patterson Catholic High School. I had to think for a minute. And also this little walkway up ahead that goes over Broadway.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing?
We're getting ready to go on 20 South as you commute with me to work.
Jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5.
Right, getting on Route 20. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Daily Time Capsule. We'll see you on the next episode.